Hi, how's it going? So I'm going to have a look at my watch list on the Pickles website for the salvage vehicles that I'm looking at. So I've got 7 that I'm watching, and some of them are quite decent, and 2 of them are going to be on auction today. I think 2 or 3, I'm not too sure, but the others are on other days. So we'll have a look at that. So without further ado, we'll jump into it and look at it all. So here we are at the Pickles website again, and I'll look at this salvage auction. So I'm going to have a look at the watch list. I did a video for today, which is the 19th of March, 2025. So I want to have a look at the watch list. Now the live auction is actually on, so I'm going to have so that's actually on. It's on lot 94. So my first lot that I'm looking at. Let's go over to the watch list. My first lot is 138. So these are sorted in sale order, so first to last, which is quite good. And I've got 7 on there. So now sale in progress. So that's on today's sale. That's on today's sale, and that is. And then these others are on Monday, the 24th, which is the following Monday, which is in 5 days' time. That's on the Monday. And then that's a week after, so on the 31st, and that one's on the 31st as well. So it used to be just on a Wednesday, but then they've split it now into Wednesday and Monday, which is probably works better for them, because they were getting up to like 500-600 cars in one day trying to get through them. So they're splitting them into 2 days probably worked out better. Now this one's a lot 138. And this one I'm really interested in. I'm excited about this one. So this one I'd love to get this. Now this is a 2016 Mercedes C43 AMG. So I think it's a 3-litre twin turbo V6, a 4-wheel drive as well. So it'll be like super quick. Now it says, let me just go back to the overview. So it says it's a repairable write-off. 113,000 kilometers, 4-wheel drive. Now it says on here it's a 2016, but then on here the build date says it's 2018. So I'm not too sure what that is. I'm not too sure where the mistake is, whether that's the mistake, the 18, or whether the 16 is the mistake. But it says damage details, impact damage vehicle. So okay, let's have a look where this damage could be. Now I can't see any damage. It looks like the fender is like slightly lifted to the bonnet, but there's no damage on that fender. There's no damage on the bumper. The bonnet seems okay. Let's see. Let's go back. That all looks okay. There doesn't seem to be any. You get reflections from things because of the shiny paintwork. And it looks like there might be a mark or something, but it's not. I don't know what that is on the bonnet. Looks like a scratch. But anyway, there's no damage on that side. Let's go around it. There's no damage. I thought that was a screw-up at first, but it's just a reflection. And there it is. It's the bi-turbo, which means the twin turbo. There's two turbos. That's like twigs of like a certain tree here. Yeah, AMG C43. Now these sell for around about $50,000 Australian dollars. So that's all faded on there, but that would probably buff out with like a paint buffer. There's no damage there. I don't know where the damage is on it. I really don't. Maybe you'd buy it and pay a lot of money for it, and then you get like some kind of nasty surprise. You think they'd tell you where the damage is? You know what? What I think I'm going to do, I'm not too sure whether it'd just be a waste of $2 though. There's a website called the PPSR, which is a government website, and you can car check for $2. You can check, the repairable write-off and what the report was. So I think I'm going to have to check that. I don't know why there's a tyre in the boot just on its own. Don't know what that's about. 113,000 kilometers. That all looks very nice. There's a key with it. That's the column shifter. Yeah, it looks all okay. Just don't know where the damage is though. Really don't know where the damage is. So what I'm going to, let me just get back to the let's shift them. So that looks nice. Like I said, before that comes up, I'm going to do a quick PPSR. If I go to Google and put in, there we go. So this is the government website. So you do a $2 car search. So if I click on that, I'll have to get my my card to pay. And it just says you put basically the vehicle VIN or chassis number, whatever, and it'll do a check. Now, is it worth $2? Yeah. On the Mannheim auction, they give you this for free. The report is actually in the listing, which is really, really good. So I can put that in and then put my card number and everything in, and then pay now, and then it'll give me the details on that. So I think I'm going to do that. I'd like to bid on that, but I just don't know what's. Imagine winning that for I don't know, 15,000 or something, and then, oh god, that would be a bargain. But and then like put it through the pits and whatever, and do whatever jobs to it. You'd make like, and then just sell it cheap because it's on the repairable write-off register for like 30 grand or something. You can make like, you know, 10 grand, 12 grand maybe on it, which is what you want really. So, okay, enough excitement with that one. So there's a Commodore here that I'm looking at, and that's a 2015. That's like the newer shape one. It's the V6, 3.6 litre, the Storm. Now that says it's a repairable write-off. I look at the damage details. It says malicious damaged vehicle, so that probably means that it's either been vandalised or it's been stolen, broken into, or stolen recovered. So I think it's going to be a stolen recovered. Let me just have a quick look at it. Like I said, there doesn't seem to be any damage from it apart from the front there. So yeah, all looks all good. All looks good all the way around. Twin exhausts on it. Now, something I always got to watch out for. That really looks nice inside the interior. The steering wheel's slightly to the right, so it's slightly off. So I always say, if the steering wheel's off, look at the wheels. So that wheel is slightly turned in. I can see that, and that wheel is straight. If I can have a look from the back picture, so the driver's wheel's straight. The passenger wheel is slightly turned off, so it could be slight damage suspension, but it would say if there was suspension damage, it has to say in the description that the suspension damage, or you know, anything like that. So maybe they're just steering wheels slightly off. It's only slightly. It's not as if it's like the steering wheel's like, you know, at like 6 o'clock or something like that, or 5 o'clock, and it's straight. It has a damage there. There is a scrape, and maybe they hit the wheel, but there's no damage to the wheel, and the tire's not popped. So it seems alright. So that looks a promising one. I'm gonna have to have a look how much they sell for to see what I can bid on it. And then another one today is the Toyota Kluger or Kluger. I'm not sure how they're pronounced. Now let's have a look what the damage details. And malicious damage again, impact damage, malicious damage. So there's a few scrapes there. Zoom in. Some scrapes there, but nothing much. It looks like it's been parked under a tree or something. There's all like crap on it. So it's very dirty. That'll clean up well, and that will. And that's a Toyota white, that like pearl white, which is quite a nice colour. Yeah, everything seems alright on it. There's no damage. It hasn't been in an accident. All the tyres are up. There's no leather in it or anything like that. It's very basic. But it has got a screen in it. Yeah. Got one mess in the back. It looks like it. Oh, it could be like a 7-seater. They could be seats that come up. What a mess. So it's done 225,000 kilometers. All the lights are on, but I can see the engine light on, but the engine isn't running. If the revs were up to like 750 or 1,000, and they were like, it was like idling, and that engine light was on, they'd be worrying. But because that's just the ignition lights. That. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's over 200,000. There's a key there, so that's good. You know, for the 2016, that's such a basic key. You know, isn't it? Really, that's gonna need some hell of a cleanup. So I don't know what's up with that. It just says maybe it's been stolen and recovered. 3.5 litre engine in it, 2-wheel drive as well. I remember looking at them ages ago. Now there's a Peugeot on here which I'm not interested in buying. I just watched it because I want to show you something for the purpose of the video, which is when you ever look at these cars, it's an important thing to do. Now this says it's an impact damage vehicle, so it's not like a repairable write. It is a repairable write-off, but it's not a stolen. It's not so it's not a malicious damage, so it's not a repairable. So 2010 convertible. Now I know these are problems with the roof. I know somebody had one of these, and someone went into the back of them in it, and it messed up all the boot on it. The roof wouldn't work afterwards. So, but there doesn't seem to be any damage on that. It's like 15 years old. Remember, crazy, isn't it, to think that these cars are like 15 years old now. And they were never like never the prettiest of things, really. They're a little bit ugly, and the wheels like stuck in. You want it to be like in line with the body of the car. It gives it that bit more modern look. So, but anyway, let's go back. So I can't see any damage on that. I've looked and looked and looked at this, and I can't see any damage on it. No airbags out, nothing like that. The key is with it as well. So the key, that's the important thing to look, because if the key's not on the pictures, it won't tell you in the description that it's not with it. So if it's not on the pictures of the key, that means there's no key with it. So that's what they told me. Make sure you see a key on the picture anywhere, even on motorcycles when you're buying them. Make sure there's the key there. That's the boot, which is very small. So that was it. I couldn't find any damage. Right, and it even says, now this is a giveaway here. Well, it's not a giveaway because it's the opposite. But it says oil okay. Like, oh right, okay. But it's not running the engine. It's just ignition lights. So I was like, what could possibly be wrong with it? So if I go back to these pictures, now, so it's when you're looking at these cars, it's important to look at what is on the windows. Oh, this is taking slow now. Why has it gone like this? Okay. So you zoom in. It says something on that window. So zooming in, it says something on the window which I can't make out. Oh, let's go back. But if I go onto the side windows, let's go over to here. Right. And zoom in. It says there, do not drive, no oil. So there's no oil in it for some reason. Now, I had a vehicle like this before in the past, and it looked like there was hardly anything wrong with it. And what had happened, it had obviously hit something underneath. So that might have gone over something in the road, like a brick or like an object or a piece of metal or something like that. It's gone up and smashed the sump, and all the oil's come out of it. So, and the insurance will see that as an impact damage, a repairable write-off impact. So again, it'd be worth doing a PPSR report on that. So like I said, I only save that vehicle just for the purpose of this video, just to give a bit of insight. So I'm going to get that off my watch list because I'm not interested in that at all. No, so they're the ones, they're the Mercedes, the Commodore, and the Kluger or whatever it's called, is the three that's on today. I need to do them in, I don't know why it's not done it in sale order. Because that's the next one up, 108. Let's have a look at this. Oh, that's the next one up.
Now give it away right there, bye.
No, I haven't prepared myself. I haven't looked at how much they go for. That's the Commodore. Could be worth a couple of grand. So let's have a look at that.
At 21
I thought it was going to be later on because of the way it's sorted. I thought it was going to be after 140. But anyway, let's have a look at it now. So we've got this. I'm going to turn that volume down until it goes on to the next car.
Fun. Well, lot number 108 now is the 15 plate Holden Commodore VF SV6.
So I'm going to
automatic there, repairable, great low Ks. Let's kick it away. Reckon there by
this is low Ks. What's that? 133,000. That's not really low, is it? Yeah, they just love them here. Look at them just flying up. Look at that price going up.
At 5,
I'm not interested in that price at all. So. They probably go for quite a bit, but I'm not experienced enough with them. So,
at 6 or 7 there buys, 6 7 there 7,000 now. At 7 there buys, it's on the market, out the door now buys.
And again, there's something that hasn't got proof of any damage. It could be some kind of hidden thing, and that's why people are bidding up, because they think it's just a car that's got nothing wrong with it, and they're going close to its retail price. Remember, you've got to pay. Remember this price, you've got to pay 15% on this as well, auction fees, and then also another 100 and something. 140, 130 or something like on top of it. And then you can't go and just pick it up and drive it away from the auction. You've got to get a courier to pick it up. So that could be a couple of $100, $200 or $250. So it's close. So they're $9,500.
9.5, well bought there.
So I was not going to pay that for that because I don't really know them that well. I need to turn this off.
The
2020 BMW, I don't even, but that's going to be out of my budget anyway. I don't really want to spend a lot on these vehicles because they just won't get the part. They'd need new parts. You'd need to get brand new parts, and then you'd need to spray it and all that type of stuff. And I haven't got that type of facility, so let's get rid of that. And then we've got two other cars here. So this is on Monday coming. So this is a 2018 Porsche Macan. So that looks pretty nice. Nothing obviously on the window about what's up with it. But let's have a look at the details on it. Just says impact damaged vehicle. So that's it. Impact damaged vehicle 2018. I'm not too sure what that would sell for, but probably go into the 30s, 20, 30s, thousands, 40,000, something like that. So it depends what's up with it. And I can't see any. Oh yes, I can. I remember looking at this. So if I zoom in, you can see that the bumper's all broken here and the grille. So it must have just maybe shunted something and broken it, or it's gone into the back of a tow bar. Which, if it has, it would have broke that, but then it could have damaged all the. It depends how long the tow bar was. It could have damaged all the radiator or the air conditioning radiator and things like that. So, but it's not bad really. It's if you're prepared to put that work in and take that risk. Obviously, unless you go there and had a look in there. Also, the rear's damaged as well. I remember seeing this now. It's sort of shunting the back as well, so something's hit the back. So I don't know what's happened behind there, but that definitely needs a bumper. Replacement. So, and can you? I'm not too sure how many of these are available in the wreckers yards here in Perth. So it might have to be a part you get from over east. There's something on the back seat there, which is obviously off. It looks like something that's off one of the bumpers. The engine all looks okay. Yeah, and the keys with it as well. So that's something that's interesting, I should say. And then we've got two other vehicles. There's another one that's on Monday. This is a Kia Optima. I thought this was a really nice looking car. It's a 2012. impact damage, repairable write-off, $185,000. But this is on Monday, so I want to go through the photos. I can't really see much. There's a scrape there, little scrape there. I really can't see that much damage. That's a really nice looking car for what it is. It just says possible total loss. Oh, what's that say? ROG. Oh, there we go. So it's had like a bit of a shunt in the back, and you can see where the insurance company has put marks on stuff. So it's saying that the light is gone, which the light looks okay, but maybe it's wobbly and wobbling about in there. It's saying that's gone, and it's saying the bumper is gone, but it doesn't look too bad. It hasn't, you know, if it had been really shunted badly, that light would be broken. So that boot lid could be taken off and like sort of straightened out, so it like closes properly, and maybe to the inspections it would look all right, because it's not that bad at all. That's there's a mark here. I don't know. It is a bit. It's not properly bent, but it is a bit out of shape. But anyway, it could be. It could be okay. So let's have a look. Keep looking for the pictures. I think it's a nice colour. It's got leather interior. It's got the key with it. GDI, that must be diesel. 185,000 kilometers. Yeah, that looks all okay in there. For a Kia anyway. It's a 2000 and it says built 2011, so you know it's 14 years old. And then you've got this Jaguar XF, which I've had one of these before, and it had a bit of a damage in the front, and I sold it for just 6,000. I remember winning it for, God, it was about 2.5, maybe 3 grand. No, yeah, it was about 3 grand, and then with the fees and everything, took us about 4. And then I sold it, put it for sale, and I sold it for 6 grand, so I made 2 grand on it. I didn't do any repairs on it, I just cleaned it. But it had a bit of it looked like it hit something, and not badly, like. It looked okay from the outside, so. But anyway, somebody wanted to repair it, they wanted to buy it, and it was a proper garage, proper like repair place that bought it from me, because that's the type of thing they said they did, so. But again, I don't see any damage on it. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this has got damage on it, and it's right there. And when you look at it, it looks like it's backed into a wall, like it's scrubbed the corner of something, or a post, or a wall, or something like that. You can see that it's scraped along and then like creased this. So yeah, it's really damaged it quite bad. I don't know if that panel's going to need replacing, or it's going to need pulling out and straightening and panel beating out and things like that. So the bumper will need there's going to need a backlight for a start, and that bumper, if it's all cracked and broken, it's going to need replacing. So but that'll be interesting to see where that goes. For everything's nice, everything else is nice on the car. It's got all nice leather. I think the keys with it. Let's have a look, come on. Yeah, the keys with it. All taped up. Must be falling apart. But anyway, yeah, so that's that Jaguar. Not too sure what that would go for, but that's next Monday anyway. And then finally, a week next Monday, so that's in, what's that, in 12 days time, we've got this beast, which is a 2016 Mercedes C63 AMG. So this is a V8, 4-litre V8 twin turbo. So that'll be quick, pretty quick. I know what it says is impact damage. So 30,000 kilometers. This is going to go for a fortune. I reckon you're looking at I don't know. God knows. I wouldn't even think of what it could go for. Probably on here, probably be 30, 40, 50 grand, something like that. It's really nice. Nice colour as well. I don't know where the damage is on it. Is it damaged in the back? No, it's not. Or is it? That's just bits on the floor. You know, the technology we have with cameras now, you think they'd do some better pictures? I can't understand why it would say impact damage. No airbags out. 2 keys with it. Do you know what? I think what happens, but they would have said it there is some kind of weird like loophole thing where they say it might have been a repairable write-off in the past and it's been repaired and all that and it's been on the road and everything, and then they need to sell it and they can't put it through a normal auction because it's got this previous record on it of a repairable write-off. So it has to then go through the salvage auction. But I think it would have said like, you know, inspection passed, repairable. That's really nice. Not too sure. 19-inch wheels on it. Not too sure, but that's going to go for quite a bit. And that's pretty much it, really. So I'm going to do another video on this live auction today, because what's my first one up? It's this one. I know these Mercedes go for $50,000 as they are like that. So I'm not too sure that's gonna go up to. And then I'm gonna have a look at what these Kluggers go for. I'm gonna have a quick look on car sales and see what they go for, which is what I could probably do now if I go to car sales. So what is it? What are we on? 2016 Klugger GX. Toyota Klugger 2016 Western Australia. Need to put the age in. 16. Let's have a look at that. Lowest price first. What was the mileage on it? 225, so that's quite high. So about 20 grand they start from. Yeah, there's ones on here, 22,000, that's like nearly 200. 200,000 kilometers, $20,000. And that's that, I think that's the one that was stolen, recovered. $20,000, it will go for, you know, I mean, the thing is, you don't have to do any repairs on it, you just take it straight through the pits. Well, it'll have to go for the repairable write-off pits. Because it's a repairable write-off. But they should pass it because there's nothing really to inspect. They just need to inspect that it's okay. I've checked all the windows to make sure there's no... It does my head in when they put the windows down. Why do they do that? So if there was anything written on the side windows, you're not going to see it. So, like that other one I'd shown where I'd like, no oil, don't drive, or don't run. You know, if that window was down, you wouldn't have seen that, so... Or whether there's nothing on the window, so that's why they're putting it down. But anyway, yeah, 20 grand. But again, these cars are like pretty premium priced on here. And they're all deal, that one's private, but that's dealer. So, I'm not too sure. But I'm going to have a look at this PPSR. Oh, I want to log in. I'm going to look at this PPSR and see what it is. And then when I come back when I do the auction, I go back, do a video for the live auction. I'll go, so that's, yeah, so that being said, it's been let it, you know, video run long enough, so that'll yeah, that'll do for now. So, and hopefully I'll get onto these two and see what I can bid on them. So let's see if I can get one of those today. So okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.